All right, let's dive into a really raw and powerful modern story. We're going to deconstruct this thing, this epic tale about loss, sacrifice, and, well, the all consuming fire of revenge. You know, every story like this has a villain. And this one starts with a terrifying reputation. That one sentence tells you everything you need to know about our antagonist, Red Bull. His name isn't just a name, it's a warning. It means death.
So, where does this all begin? Well, it doesn't start with violence. It actually starts with peace. We meet two brothers, Hulk and his younger brother Mana, just living their lives. But as you can probably guess, that peace is about to be completely shattered.
And this is where you see the two worlds about to collide, right? On one side, you've got Muna's dream. It's so pure, so ambitious. He just wants to be a great wrestler and make his village proud. And on the other side, you've got Red Bull, who's basically a force of nature, a pure engine of destruction. It's a collision course, and you just know it's not going to end well.
This is the exact moment everything changes. Red Bull rolls into the village, just terrifying everyone. And who steps up? Muna, full of that youthful courage, that sense of justice. He just sees a bully and calls him out, having no idea what he's just unleashed. The whole thing, it's over in a flash. It's just brutally short. Red Bull makes one single, devastating move. And that's it. There's no fight, no struggle. Muna's breath just stops. And just like that, a life full of dreams is gone.
Can you even imagine? When Hulk finds his brother, his entire world just ends right there. The story says he just falls to the ground, his hands trembling, his very soul feeling like it's shattered into a million pieces. This is the moment the old Hulk dies, and something new, something terrifying is born from that grief.
But what happens when a person's soul breaks like that? Well, in this story, grief doesn't just stay grief. It hardens. It transforms into this obsessive, singular focus. The mission is vengeance, and the method, an almost inhuman test of will.
8 years.
I mean, let that sink in for a second. Not 8 weeks, not 8 months, 8 full years. He dedicates every waking moment to this one single goal. He walks away from his home, his village, society, everything, just to transform himself. That number represents a level of sacrifice and perseverance that's just staggering to think about. And this journey is it's pure willpower. He goes up into the mountains, and his life becomes nothing but pain and effort. We're talking running hundreds of kilometers, swimming against rivers that are raging, and literally breaking rocks with his bare hands. He's not just building his body, he's forging his soul into a weapon. Okay, so after those 8 long years, the stage is finally set. It's time for the ultimate showdown. And this isn't just any wrestling match, no. The story calls it the death match. It's an arena where only one person is walking out alive. And the rules? Oh, they're simple and absolutely brutal. The whole thing goes down on this remote, blood-stained island. If you lose, you get thrown into the violent sea. That's it, game over. The stakes couldn't possibly be higher. It's life or death. You know, the setting itself is basically another character here, another enemy. This isn't some clean, regulated ring. It's a primal battlefield. You've got sharp rocks, violent waves, a dark sky. The whole place just screams brutality, mirroring the fight that's about to happen. And then you hear him. Here comes the villain. Red Bull's entrance is pure, uncut intimidation. He shows up on this massive bike that looks like it's literally cracking the ground. And the crowd, they just part like the sea. They are terrified of him. He still has that power. And just in case you forgot how dangerous this guy is, he gives the crowd a little warm-up act. A tiger, a literal tiger, challenges him. And the fight is savage, but it's over in a heartbeat. He just overpowers this wild animal and chucks it into the ocean. The message is crystal clear. He is stronger than any beast. But then a different sound cuts through the fear. Heavy, rhythmic, footsteps that make the ground itself tremble. And as everyone turns to look, Hulk emerges from the crowd. He's not the grieving brother anymore. He's something else entirely, an elemental force ready for this moment. And you gotta understand this key detail. After 8 years, it's not hot, explosive anger you see in his eyes. It's something colder, a focused, burning fire.
He has become the living, breathing embodiment of his one single purpose: revenge. So here we are, the final act, the moment that has been 8 years in the making, what the story calls the Day of Justice. And the fight explodes into action. But at first, it looks like Red Bull's raw, brutal power is just too much. He lifts Hulk up and just smashes him down onto that unforgiving stone ground. And for a second you think, oh no, maybe this whole quest ends right here in failure. For a moment, the whole thing just hangs in the balance. All that sacrifice, all that pain, it feels like maybe it was all for nothing. But then, as Hulk is lying there on the ground, something clicks. He sees an image of his brother, Mana, and that's it. That's the turning point, the memory of his loss, the entire reason for this 8-year journey. It just floods him with one final incredible surge of power. What happens next is fast, brutal. He gets up, he summons every last bit of strength for one final monumental heave and lifts Red Bull. A single scream echoes out across the water as he's hurled into the sea, and then just silence. It's over. Red Bull is gone. Hulk just collapses to his knees. But he isn't collapsing from exhaustion. It's release. That enormous, crushing weight he's been carrying for 8 years is finally gone. His heart is light. Mana's revenge is complete. And that's where the story leaves us. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? He achieved his goal. The story calls it justice. But after 8 years of a life completely consumed by vengeance, a life dedicated only to causing another's death, what's really been gained? Is an act of revenge, no matter how much you think it's earned, ever really the same thing as justice? It's something to think about.